One-footflipper.
See my awesomely beat up van there? We'll be seeing more of that in later videos. Also kind of see the reflection of my fake leg there. Actually wearing a hat. I don't normally wear hats.
Okay, well then let's go look at it, Julie.
Julie likes to run in first and look for good stuff. We're gonna buy a lot of stuff at this sale here. Almost called it an auction. Now this here is what I actually came out for. Miniatures. Right in my area. I don't find a lot of stuff in my area at garage sales.
Bundle price, or should we do it for?
I already know I want all of them, but you know, gotta pretend to look at them.
$10 in your allowance. What would you think about all the miniatures? Because that's
a lot of them.
I know that's the main reason I came.
I've had a couple people ask. You talking about the painted or the unpainted?
Just the whole table. I mean, I don't want the unrelated items, but
Can I fish that rainbow dice out?
I don't have the key to get it open right now. I'd have to get a screwdriver out. So let's see how many here.
how many are in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, they're all. Some of them have multiples. There's Reaper, Raupartha.
It's like there's 30-ish a case.
So let's see. You want those two? I would say $225. You can have anything that's a miniature.
Let's see.
Some of them are like old Raupartha,
1, 2, 3,
Reapers.
4, 5.
I'll even throw in the bins with them. And there's more back here that are some Kraken ones too. Most of them are metal. There's a few plastics in there.
Those are. I'll do that if I also get the dice and everything else on here that's gaming.
No, I'll stop there. $225 is a hell of a good deal. I mean, the tubs alone are $20 a pop. So I'm giving you the tubs, all the minis, everything. $225 takes the lot of all the minis.
Now her deal was good. Her original deal was good. But you always got to try for a little bit better.
Because I mean, heck, they go anywhere from $4 up to $25 a mini, and that's not counting.
Okay, I'll still do it.
$225.
Yeah, I'll take all the minis at $225, and I'll still. What takes all the dice?
$15 you can have the dice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're usually $26 a bag. I just want them gone.
Well, that $15 is what you've got.
Oh, is that what I've got?
Yeah, that's already what you got there. Have 20, and I take the vending machine too.
The vending machine was a mistake.
Alright, I have everything I want.
30, and you can take the gumball machine and all the dice.
Okay.
So $255 takes all the dice.
Okay, we're at $255. I'm good on all that.
Okay.
Let's look at the.
That vending machine was a mistake because it was cracked. It had a taped up crack, and I ended up basically paying $15.
It's perfect.
Okay, you don't need a cat carrier. You don't have a cat.
I know, but it's for Parker. We have a
Oh. Okay, Jules, that dice bag goes with my stuff though, because I bought all the dice.
You bought them.
Yeah, I already bought them, so you don't have to spend your allowance on that.
Well, that went quick. I'm gonna have to dig out some more later.
Which box you want, dude?
The bigger of the two, so that
It depends on what you're looking at. This one?
Yeah, you'll have
Basically, I ended up paying another $15 for that vending machine, which was broken and has about $4 for the dice at best. The stuff on that table there, they had looked all of that up. It was all priced badly.
You got the gumball machine too.
Okay.
They had kind of looked at eBay listings instead of mid-range price.
You really don't need a cat carrier. What are you going to do with a cat carrier, honey?
Put Parker in it.
No, the dog is too big for the cat carrier.
My daughter, she loves to try to buy things at garage sales that are impractical. She's trying to buy a cat carrier for a mid-sized dog.
Find something else. I'm sure you'll find something that you like.
kid wandering around in the background. I've seen him at other sales. I think he's a reseller too. I keep looking at that Starship Troopers game because that's in my area, but most of those war games or Avalon Hill games, they're only worth $10 to $30.
Are there any Dungeons and Dragons books in the house that you want to let go of?
I always like to ask for D&D books if I have any idea they might have some.
Yeah, we'll put that in the other box.
Yet to ever get any.
And
But
I will need help to get this stuff.
eventually.
I'll carry it down.
Okay.
I got no problem.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I want.
That's fine. Look around.
I like that, but I already have one.
Well, I have
That
a
was
bad
the
habit of
Starship
buying
Trooper
multiple
game.
things for him, so
She said,
sometimes
she got
he
me.
gets 2 or 3 of the same because there's so many to look at. I bet you're Ian.
Yeah.
I got your text. I figured you were
Yeah.
coming.
Oh,
I have about 4 people.
Price is inside.
That's on the inside. I think he marked
Because
it.
it's got the...
Yeah, Ian was that kid's name. I've seen him before. I'm
Jules, let's see if I
sure.
want anything
he's
in
a
the small
reseller.
bins.
These are 50 cents from Big
Oh, we'll get the Exploding Kittens game.
She still
All
has
right,
that
I
game.
think that's everything I'm picking for here. So I'm just going to...
Okay, now that we looked at that video, let's look at and see what we've sold in the last few days and how I'm doing on eBay right now. See, this has been a slow week so far, just over 2,000 the last 7 days, but my last 31 days is still above 10,000, which is where I like to be. Interesting things have sold the last few days. Somebody just today bought 4 lots of these Flames of War tanks. I have just thousands of tanks. It might only be in the hundreds now, because I bought this huge wargaming estate from somebody who passed away, and he just had tanks after tanks, and I determined I couldn't figure out what they all were. It wasn't worth my labor, so I just started listing them by the tray at $100 per tray, and I would drop the price on the tray 10 or 11% every 10 days or so. Some of the trays would sell immediately at $100, others get all the way down to $30. What makes one better or the other? Other than metal being better, I'm not sure. Somebody today bought 4 different trays of them, so I've got those going out. Sold several sealed boxes of the Terminator collectible card game at $28 a box. I bought a case of these for $100 on eBay several years ago. I guess distributors still had them left over at that point. A case has like 24 sealed boxes, and it was like $100 shipped. And me and my friends opened some, and I saved about half of them, and apparently at that time they ran out. Now I get $28 each plus shipping on them. And I actually make a little bit on the shipping usually. Usually I make money on shipping on everything that is priority, and I tend to break even and to slightly lose money on the shipping that's on everything that's first class. But that's just because of the way I have my shipping rules set up. It all balances out in the end. I sold the Beatles White album, white vinyl. This only lasted a few hours after I put it up. This came from a record buy from an estate sale, but it wasn't like a professional estate sale. It was like the family came in and poorly advertised something, and I was literally the only person who showed up the minute it was open. They had a box. I bought an entire box of 70 records for $30, minus the box. They thought their off-brand wooden record crate was worth $30. I wouldn't have paid $1 for it, so I didn't get the box. But in there was this very nice white album, sold in less than a day after I finally put it up. Sold a Polyrath First Edition Neo Discovery. I should have sold this 2 years ago. I didn't lower the prices on my vintage Pokemon cards fast enough when they were peaking during when all the free COVID money was going around. I'm sure this started out at over $100, and finally it sold. I probably need to go back and lower all my Pokemon card prices again. These are wargaming books. This came from the same lot as all those tanks. This one sold for $50, and this set sold for $39.99, which they're kind of the same thing. They're 2 or 3 books and a slipcover. Both sold the same day, different customers. They'd been up for months. I guess It was the day for those to sell. Dust Tactics is a dead war game. I've gotten Dust Tactics from several different buys. It moves, but it moves a little slow since the game, you can't get the stuff anymore, but it also doesn't have a huge following. So it's one of those things I have to lower the price on over time, but $36 for this, and it came from a buy that was long paid for. PSP Spider-Man 3 game, $30. Awesome. I don't remember where I got this from. I found a box of video games in my basement that I don't remember ever buying. They must have been leftover garage sale purchases from this brief period of time a few years back before I was really concentrating on being a reseller and where I was trying to collect video games. I eventually decided that I don't really play a lot of physical video games, so I got out of it, and I guess this box just survived all that. Sold this biker bracelet for $18, and somebody paid even more for it to go to another country via whatever they call the global shipping. Now I think they call it eBay International. This was $1 at a garage sale that was actually a garage sale of a reseller who stopped selling because of the $600 reporting issue. Giant pile of junk. This is various incomplete modeling sprues for wargaming stuff. I just collected, this is stuff that was in boxes that was half built or not all there. I just stuck it all in a pile and put it up and lowered the price over time till somebody bought it. My parents gave me this. This is an Elgin schoolhouse style wall clock. It's an older one. $15, not bad. Sold fairly quickly. Selling quite a few records now from that lot. Houses of the Holy. Just sold all my Led Zeppelin records. Actually sold yesterday. I only put this one up on the screen. Sold a few balloon ornaments. I am really the only person who seems to have these. I bought them out from the collector store when they stopped selling ornaments. I sell these all the time. I don't really have any competition for them. More wargaming stuff. Unit cards. Somebody had put all these in sleeves. So I listed them a little bit separately than I normally would. Normally I just list them in the box that they came in. A Funko Pop. I think Funko Pops are the next Beanie Baby. Whenever I get one, I get rid of it immediately. I really believe these things are going to eventually crash. I don't believe that these are a forever item. They're specifically made as a collectible. My old boss Ben at the collector store, he sells them, and they're outside of the area of trading cards, which is his real specialty. And usually that means that there's money there, but that it's not going to be around forever, which is why I get rid of them as soon as I get them. A playmat, Force of Will. That's one of those minor trading card games, kind of anime, fantasy anime based. I have hundreds of playmats. I got them all in a buyout. I've still got 5 of these. I've sold 5 of them, and I have probably 300 others in different styles. Please go to my store and get some. Get a bunch of them. I'll make you a deal. And finally, the last interesting thing I sold in the last couple of days is a Zany Golf Sega Genesis cartridge. Once again, from that box of video games that I don't know where it came from. And that's really about it that I've sold that's interesting. I always sell a bunch of trading cards every day, other boring things. Alright, I guess I'm gonna close up for now. Somebody wanted to see my missing leg, or see what's not there. I already had a comment about that. But there it is. Not the whole person anymore. Alright, we're gonna close it out. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, visit the store.